Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so before we go on with the main subject of the video here, there's a couple of very important things that need to be stated here before we proceed further. Unlike a lot of my past videos addressing this topic, that being TikTok, I'm going to be doing the very best I can to remain frank, to the point, sensitive, and careful with what we are going to be getting into here. Because some of the things that we will be addressing involves things like self-harm and suicide. And expanding a bit further on that, I will be linking you guys to some sources in the description down below if you guys ever feel like that you are in trouble and that is the direction that you are going. Please, God, do not ever give up on yourself. There are people out there that care. There are people out there that will help you, okay? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Just please, God, don't ever give up on yourself. I can already sense myself getting emotional because it's something that is very near and dear to me, but with that being said, guys, let's get underway with addressing the topic at hand. So let's first get into this article on New York Post that is titled, "Watch Live, TikTok CEO Grilled on Capitol Hill as Platform Faces Potential U.S. Ban." During one of the most emotional outbursts, Rep. Gus Bilirakis, hope I said that right, confronted Chu about the suicide of 16-year-old Chase Naska, who died last year after allegedly being exposed to TikTok videos promoting suicide. Naska's parents, who have filed a wrongful death suit against TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, were seen in tears as Bilirakis played similar videos for attendees during the House Energy and Commerce Committee hearing chaired by Rep. Kathy McMorris Rogers. "Mr. Chu, your company destroyed their lives," Bilirakis railed. Chu described Naska's death as devastating and tragic. "We do take these issues very seriously, and we do provide resources for anybody that types in anything suicide-related," Chu said. See, just reading that out loud already sends an immense amount of sadness and sorrow through my body. Like, my heart is hurting right now, and even though the article did say allegedly, the thing is that TikTok has a notorious history of promoting very dangerous and outright illegal things on the site. And a few challenges that spring to mind would be the coronavirus challenge, challenges involving mocking mental illness, challenges like the devious lick challenge involving thievery. How about things that promote things like vandalism as well as assault? How about the blackout challenge, where people have literally died because they got exposed to that challenge? And those are just a few examples to rattle off from the top of my head. Now, I understand that TikTok is not all bad. There are good, wholesome creators on there that do deserve a lot of praise and support. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of the negativity surrounding TikTok very easily overshadows the positives about it. Now, there's another article I would like to reference to you guys, and it's titled, "Communist China-Controlled TikTok Encourages Suicide, Helps Kids Buy Drugs." The hashtag system was heavily employed to curate content, the group found, noting that the two most popular, hashtag SH in brackets self-harm and hashtag I'm done, had 926,000 and 230,000 videos respectively that had been viewed over 6 million and 2 million times. Not only did TikTok directly encourage suicide and self-harm, the app took the inculation to the next step by serving up a litany of videos promoting dismal and otherwise hopeless content and commentary around death, toxic relationships, sexual abuse, depression, and domestic violence, perhaps to encourage the despondency that leads to suicide. Now, I understand things like this have been a thing long before TikTok. I understand that. This has been a thing for as long as I can remember. It's just, given how popular TikTok really truly is, that right there puts a really big bullseye on their backs, because they just became a really big hub to further promote this type of content. TikTok also serves up content that directly tells viewers how to end their lives. The group found that multiple videos were found on TikTok offering advice regarding at-home suicide, with videos suggesting 5 ways to end it without feeling any pain. One video, they said, encourages kids to create a potentially lethal dose of salt and water in order to induce organ failure. And to touch a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, on the drug use aspect here. Echo researchers also found TikTok is being used to directly traffic drugs, stating that after just a few hours of digging using an account declaring its age as 13 and the app's basic search algorithm, they uncovered 18 accounts selling anything from cocaine to MDMA to marijuana. They found that the accounts were encouraging viewers to join a Telegram channel that sold M30s, described as the street name for imitate oxycodone pills, which have routinely contained fentanyl. There's honestly really not much I can say in response to this. This is just honestly really emotionally and mentally jarring shit. Now, again, I know that this has been a thing for Lord knows how long, but again, given how popular TikTok is, as well as the myriad of other negative things about TikTok, this is not good. This is beyond uncomfortable. And I have said this time and time again, but this right here is another big time reason as to why parents need to be better parents, and they need to control what their kids consume online. Because if you decide to be lazy and you decide to hand off your tablet or your PC or your iPhone to your kids, oh yeah, don't bother me, go, watch some stuff on TikTok or YouTube, Lord only knows what they have access to, especially at such a young age as 13. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm not trying to sound like a boomer, I'm not trying to sound like an old timer or anything, but man, oh man alive, like, what difference it would make if parents actually not only stepped up and actually acted the part, but if things like TikTok didn't have dangerous things like this being so easily accessible. Like, jeez, man. The algorithm forces you into a spiral of depression, hopelessness, and self-harm, and it's terribly difficult to get out of that spiral once the algorithm thinks it knows what you want to see. And it's extremely alarming to see how easy it is for children to fall into this spiral, Hamad said. Now, I wanted to point that piece out because that right there is another big thing that needs to be highlighted. The downward spiral, the algorithms that further promote said downward spiral. And given how young kids, as young as 13 and beyond, you know how impressionable their minds are, so you can begin to imagine how easy it is to gaslight a child into a state of mind that at first they didn't have, but because of this type of exposure, now they begin to question themselves if they are depressed or not, or, things like that, right? Now, going back to the New York Post article here, I just want to showcase a couple of examples to further illustrate the point that self-harm as well as suicide is definitely a thing. It's definitely being promoted. We have ourselves the image of this individual saying, player tip, kill yourself. I think you guys can put two and two together there. And then there is another one that says, my family and friends, describing my death. And yeah, that is honestly, like, look at this. Like, this is just heartbreaking right here. Dean Nazca is the father of son who allegedly committed suicide after receiving unsolicited suicide videos in TikTok. Like, no parent should ever have to lose their kids. Imagine being a parent and having to bury your children. That just goes beyond heartbreaking. There's even another article here from The Telegraph that says TikTok exposes children to suicide content within 3 minutes of joining app. 3 freaking minutes! Do you realize what can be done in a mere 3 minutes? This keeps on getting just worse and worse and worse and worse. TikTok exposes children to suicide content within 3 minutes of them joining the social media platform, and investigation has found. The research by the Center for Countering Digital Hate, or CCDH for short, found TikTok was bombarding teenagers with self-harm, suicide, and eating disorder content via its For You feed. The group tested the platform's algorithms by creating 2 new accounts posing as 13-year-old girls in the US, UK, Australia, and Canada, with one of them tagged with lose weight, signifying a potential vulnerable teenager. It found that potentially harmful content about mental health and body image was served every 39 seconds to the 2 test accounts. Content referencing suicide was served to one account within 2.6 minutes, while material relating to eating disorders was posted within 8 minutes. There's even another article that is titled, "We posed as a TikTok teen and suicide posts appeared within minutes. Vulnerable teens being bombarded with self-harm and suicide TikTok content. Daily Mail posing as 14-year-old shown posts on suicidal thoughts in minutes. Harmful recommended content was near identical to that shown to Molly Russell. Within 24 hours, account was shown more than 1,000 videos on harmful topics." TikTok says that the vast majority of the content shown was educational, aiming to spread awareness of symptoms, encouraging help seeking, and providing insight into users. You can call the Samaritans for free on 116-123. Email them at jo@samaritans.org. A new self-harm TikTok challenge is worrying France, but is the panic missing the point? What is the Labello challenge? The latest TikTok trend in the spotlight is the Labello challenge. Using the name of a popular lip balm brand in France, the social trend supposedly began as a challenge to guess the scent of a lip balm on another person. The innocent idea took a dark turn when TikTok posts began to appear discussing a version of the challenge that called for people to remove a piece of their lip balm every time they felt sad. When the lip balm is finally finished, the person is supposedly meant to self-harm or commit suicide. I don't think I want to go further in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is beyond disturbing. Like, this is something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to get out there. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think I had enough for one video. I'm tapped out. I am tapped out. Like, this is beyond disturbing, and things need to be done. I completely, wholeheartedly agree with a TikTok ban, because it at least knocks down a very, very big source that potentially houses content like this. Content that is harmful, encourages harmful and deadly acts. You know what I'm saying? This type of stuff is not needed. Like, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I know I said I was going to try and address this carefully and to the point and all that stuff, but as I was going further and further into this subject here, I slowly but surely began to lose my composure, because this is some really dark and serious shit. And this type of stuff disturbs me, and if it disturbs me, then who knows how others feel about things like this being shown to them. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I had enough for one video when it comes to this subject. Now, I will keep you guys in the loop should there be any big developments regarding this, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I heartily advise you guys to please seek help if you guys are going through any type of, mindset that involves things like depression, thoughts about self-harm, suicide, drug use, substance abuse, things like that. Please seek help, okay? Be kind to yourself and be kind to everyone else, especially those that need it, especially those that need help, okay? That need kindness in their life, because that right there could be the big hit or miss difference. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people, and I'll see you guys next time.